Welcome to People and Profit. I'm Kate Moody. Coming up, the curtain rises on the Cannes Film Festival, and it's not just movie lovers who are applauding. Local businesses are rolling out the red carpet, too. The festivities put French filmmakers firmly in the spotlight. We'll speak to an insider about how the industry has fared since the start of the pandemic. And they've turned the entertainment world upside down, but streaming platforms are having their own troubles, too. Have Netflix and Friends finally reached their peak? The 75th Cannes Film Festival has opened in the south of France, with more than 100 films being shown in the official selection. The glittering red carpet is an essential stop for many in the entertainment world, drawing actors, directors, and fans from across the globe. That means big business for the local economy as it seeks to turn the page on the pandemic and bring in millions in lost revenue. Kemi Nedlek reports.
After 2 years of first cancelled, then muted festivities, Cannes is ready to put COVID behind it. The head concierge of this luxury hotel says that this year there's a definite buzz in the air.
Here at the hotel, you'll see that the hotel is fully booked, lots of demands, lots of requests, so it's great.
As well as countless cocktails made from plants and honey cultivated on its rooftop, Le Majestic expects to go through some 18,000 bottles of wine and champagne during the week and a half of the Cannes Festival, when over 100,000 people descend on this city of some 75,000 inhabitants. It's a boon for the whole of the hospitality sector in Cannes and nearby Nice. Pre-pandemic, the festival generated almost 200 million euros for the local economy and created thousands of jobs. And it looks set to do so again.
We've doubled our staff for the festival, so we hope it will work out. We're at the beginning of the festivities, and it's the start of summer, so we're definitely hiring again.
Once the red carpet has rolled away, local businesses will have the summer tourism season to get ready for.
Well, let's stay in Cannes and speak to Daniela Elstner, Executive Director at Unifrance, an organization that promotes French cinema worldwide. Thanks for being with us. How important is the Cannes Film Festival to the French cinema industry?
Very important. You know, right now, behind my back, there is the destiny of hundreds of films that is getting played at and negotiated at. So it's not only for the French cinema, actually. It's for the cinema from all over the world. And this is really the strength of this Cannes Film Festival.
And do French films that are showcased there tend to do better on the international market?
It's a film festival where films get launched within a market, within people from the industry who come from all over the world. So yes, it is very important and can really be a game changer, because you can come as a first film director with your film into one of the sections and you don't know what's going to happen to you, and suddenly the press likes your film, the public in the theaters is applauding a lot, and the buyers are running, chasing the sales agents to actually really buy the film, meaning that they want it for their territory. So yes, it can definitely be a game changer and very important for the career of young filmmakers, but also, and you know it in the competition, a lot of filmmakers come back again and again. So it's for everyone actually a very important festival.
From a financial point of view, how is France's cinema industry faring since the start of the pandemic?
Well, I think same as everywhere in the world. Of course, having theaters closed for a while, for months, and then opening up, closing again, it has been very difficult for all of us, and for the public also to come back. It's not so easy to find your way back to a theater. But in France, we were lucky because the production actually didn't stop, and we could continue to produce films. So that's why right now France has a very strong offer of French films to bring to the world and to the French public. So this is very important, of course, for our industry. But the biggest challenge probably will be, and not only for France, but for the world, how to bring our public back into theaters, and the public of all age, young and older.
The French government has spent quite a lot of money over the last 2 years supporting the art sector. How has that helped?
It helped for production, definitely, so that films could go on, because it was not easy to produce a film when you have this danger of COVID and your whole team might be stopped because of COVID. It helped exhibitors, theaters, because they were just shut down, so they couldn't go on with their business anymore. It helped also all the distributors. You know, you need not only the cinemas where the films are actually screened, but also the people behind who take care of the marketing, who can take care of the films and the artists and how to promote the films actually. So they also got subsidies, and it's very important because we need the whole chain. And here in Cannes, we can say it's also very big market for sales agents, which is maybe the profession that is less known, that are actually the people who really sell the films from one country to another. And they also got subsidies in France, which is very important because we need everyone on board to continue.
When it comes to distribution, what kind of French films tend to be most popular abroad, and in what markets in particular?
It's very interesting because we have actually sensed a sort of shift after COVID crisis when the theaters were reopening. Our films in France, we have a lot of films for families. It's live action films for a younger public that you can go to see with all your family. Animation films, and actually these films are really starting really strong because families went back maybe a little bit earlier than an older population who was more scared to go back to the theater. So we are doing really well with, for instance, a film called The Wolf and the Lion by Gilles de Maistre that did over 2 million admissions worldwide, which is really right now a great success. We have an animation film called Fireheart also is breaking through right now all over the world. So and this is what we sense a little bit, maybe that these family films are coming back stronger than before the crisis. They have always been there, but maybe they're a little bit stronger. And for the territories, traditionally for French films, it's Europe, where the heart of our business is really in Europe, with countries like Germany, Italy, Spain. But that is also shifting a little bit, of course, due to the crisis. So it's maybe too early to really draw some conclusions and really say, well, it will shift, we don't know. But we will have to be strong everywhere, and that's also, as Unifrance, our real goal is to help every country to get access to as many French films as possible.
Now, over the last year, we've seen some French TV series become really big international hits. Lupin and Call My Agent or Le 10% are both on Netflix. So it seems that streaming services can offer a real opportunity for French TV and cinema to reach a bigger audience.
Of course, and it's really for us like a series Call My Agent, which actually is speaking about French actors. I mean, this is for Unifrance as a promotion agency. It's a great series to work with because it reaches hearts all over the world, and especially also there's something that the rights to make this series got bought by many countries, and they do their own what we call a remake. So now you will have Call My Agent in India, you will have it in the US, in some African countries. So I think this is also interesting because it's the series that travels, but it's also the idea of it that travels. And I think this is also what culture is about, no? To show that some things could work in one country but will work in other countries, and that we are actually, as human beings, not so far from each other. And I think in a world that is in a complicated situation today, this is also a very important message.
Daniela Elstner, thanks so much for joining us from the Cannes Film Festival. Well, as we heard from Daniela there, streaming platforms have revolutionized the world of entertainment, for better or worse. Earlier this year, Apple TV Plus became the first streaming service to win Best Picture at the Oscars with Coda, a remake of a French film from 2014. But as platforms pour billions of dollars into original content, there are signs that the market may be reaching its peak. Yuka Royer is here with more. Yuka, walk us through some of the biggest players in the streaming industry at the moment.
Well, Kate, after 15 years, Netflix still leads the market with 222 million subscribers, although it's losing some of them. The company reported for the first time a loss of 200,000 customers in the first 3 months of this year and warned 2 million more could soon cancel. Amazon has 200 million paying subscribers, though some only use the delivery and other premium services. Disney Plus is hot on its heels, adding nearly 8 million subscribers in the latest quarter. The Walt Disney Company also owns Hulu and ESPN, which are growing steadily. HBO Max and Apple TV Plus are also in the game. But among the losers of the streaming wars, CNN Plus, which shut down only weeks after it was launched.
So, is the streaming industry stagnating?
Well, there are increasing signs of that, Kate, with over 200 players on the international market. The downturn at Netflix may stem partly from users sharing logins as well as a hike in subscription fees, while the cost of living is rising. Also, with the easing of COVID restrictions, people are spending less time at home. All of that suggests that the industry may have limited space to grow.
So, how are platforms trying to innovate?
Well, different companies are looking for new ways to monetize their business. Netflix, after staunchly opposing the idea for years, now says it will have ads for lower-priced subscriptions. Disney has also announced a service that supports ads. Many new services already carry commercials like Paramount's Pluto, Fox's Tubi, Roku, and Amazon's Freevee. The aim here is to attract more subscribers through cheaper offerings while keeping content ad-free for people willing to pay the price. Live streaming, especially sports, is another possible moneymaker. Apple TV Plus and Peacock have exclusive rights to dozens of Major League Baseball games in the US, and Amazon Prime live streams NFL games as well as French football. But broadcasting rights cost billions of dollars, and not all the platforms can afford the gamble.
Yuka Royer, thanks for that update. Well, that's all for now, but don't forget to follow France 24's coverage of the Cannes Film Festival every day with our team on the ground. You can find this and all our previous programs on our website, and you can also get in touch on social media. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Cinema in the Spotlight on France 24 and France24.com.